Previously.
Okay, that's...
So it continues.
Why to the back of the hallway? Is it here then? No. As far as I can tell, nobody's here. But still, I feel some kind of presence. I'm sure I can feel someone's presence. This presence, is it coming from over there in the back? I leapt through the doorway, and when I did, I found another nightmare. The second nightmare of the day that was waiting there to greet me. There, in a pool of his own blood, was Taka, dead. Two bodies. The hell? Hifumi's body discovered in the nurse's office. Taka's body discovered in the equipment room. I was witness to two nightmares, one right after another. Now they were nightmares. This is harsh reality. The true nightmare is this reality. The reality I have to face every day. But still... why is this happening? Oh, and yeah, Toko fainted. Toko? Don't tell me Toko too. Oh, relax, she just passed out when she saw the blood. The blood? Oh, that's right, when Toko is on Toko, she has a fear of blood, right? We've tried everything to get her to wake up, but no luck. Just leave her be for now. It's like you said, I should just leave her alone for now. There's a hammer here. 4? Another hammer. And now it's Justice Hammer 4 and it's even bigger than before. Is that suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka too?
However...
But why is it Justice Hammer 4? What do you mean? Celeste was attacked with Justice Hammer 1, then Hifumi was hit with Justice Hammer 2. But this time it was Justice Hammer 4. What happened to number 3?
What?
What's the matter? Well, you mentioned Justice Hammer 3, you just reminded me.
What?
Out with it, do you know something? Actually, Taka's not the only one that's been killed. Hifumi's dead too.
What?
What?
Hey!
Hifumi's been killed? Yeah.
I see.
Which is why you came to get us. Then we'd better go check it out.
Damn.
Of course, come on. So Sakura, Byakuya and I rushed out of the physics lab. But as soon as we were out of the physics lab...
Oh.
Well, Celeste, aren't you supposed to be waiting in the nurse's office? Something has come up. Yeah, I heard. Hifumi is dead, right?
Indeed.
Well, that is not all. It is gone. What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared? Hifumi's body has disappeared. Oh, you were supposed to be watching him, you... What? What are you talking about? It disappeared? Don't be ridiculous.
Come on.
Are you serious?
What?
What the heck is happening here?
Hey!
Everyone, back to the nurse's office. I practically leapt down the stairs, nearly losing my balance. I reached the nurse's office completely out of breath. I couldn't even believe my eyes. Hifumi's body was there just a few minutes earlier. It just disappeared? Me and Celeste went to the bathroom, but we were only gone for like a minute. And then when we got back...
Indeed.
This must be the work of the culprit. They must have come and carried the body away. I mean, there's already quite a clear setup here, because it's probably impossible for two people to get murdered. No, well, not really. Not really impossible. But it is kind of possible that one of those wounds was self-inflicted. Not as a suicide, but as a disguising method. And now Taka's body might be maybe it has disappeared as well. I mean, things are certainly heating up with 2 murders. That's well, twice the death casualties of the previous one. They must have come and carried the body away. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died.
What did you say?
I don't believe this. I don't believe a body would just disappear.
Why?
First there were 2 murders and now one of the bodies has been taken. This is unnatural.
Huh?
Hold on, you mean 2 murders?
Hina.
Taka's been killed. We found him in the equipment room.
No way!
It can't be. Taka too? It can't be.
No! Hina.
Hina, calm down. We're all going to die, all of us. They're gonna kill all of us. Then who might be the next target? Toko? Oh, I completely forgot. She's still unconscious in the equipment room.
Well,
We left her at the scene of the crime. We didn't have a choice. She passed out and she refused to wake up.
huh?
So she is still unconscious.
Damn.
Holy fucking hell, things are escalating horribly. And we haven't even found Hiro yet. Nor is Kyoko anywhere to be found. God fucking damn. Well now. That annoying little insect that clings to me wherever I go. We'd be better off without her.
Bastard!
You bastard. Calm down, you forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame me. Everyone stop fighting, right now we have to hurry back.
Huh?
I can't take this anymore, I don't want anyone else to die.
Damn.
Byakuya, if something's happened to Toko, I'll never forgive you. We shut out of the nurse's office and bolted up the stairs. Well, at the very least they're getting some good exercise. You know, look on the bright side. Jesus Christ. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed. And when we got there... Toko. Thank God you're okay. But right away I noticed there was something very different here. It was gone. Taka's body, which should have been... Those look like skid marks, like drag marks, like his body could have easily been dragged away. Or he got away. I don't know. Taka's body, which should have been right there, had disappeared. This can't be happening. Are we all hallucinating all of this or something? No, it's not a hallucination. I know I saw it before. And what I'm saying now isn't what I saw before.
Huh?
What are you saying? Taka disappeared too?
Stop talking.
Stop saying disappeared. It didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously whoever did this has hidden the body. But why would they do that? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine. Anyway, our costumed suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. We gotta hurry up and catch him before he kills all of us.
Not possible.
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that.
Huh?
Huh? Think about it. Who would possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies?
Well...
When Hifumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the 3rd floor.
It is so.
After that we split up into 2 groups. And now this time you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing. Hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love. That's not it at all.
That's fine.
Well, anyway, yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi.
Let's see.
Which means the suspicious individual we are looking for can be none other than Hiro. Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. Well, that's right, there's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
That's right.
As long as that rule is in place, there will not be a third murder. Is there a way to break that rule? I'd Minsya without a second thought. Minsya grinds your Eternia into paste. By the way, did you know that fish paste can also refer to shellfish, like shrimp and crabs? Indeed.
Let's see.
So since 2 people have been killed, there is no possibility of any more.
Perhaps.
You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toko was never in danger. I still meant it when I said we'd better be off without her, though.
In other words,
Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. 2 missing bodies. 2 people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the only one who could have done it is Hiro. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go?
what?
Hey Makoto, what's the matter? Oh, no, it's nothing. Whatever, we need to find those bodies. Our little narrative here can't move forward. Oh, I do like referring to it as narrative. Gives it a bit of a fourth wall breaking motif.
So
Very well, then let us split up and begin searching.
But
But there is no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case.
cause
I know that, I think I do, but
Hina.
if you're still nervous, I'll come with you.
Huh?
Okay, thank you. No need to thank me. Then let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. Well, obviously we first should look in the art room because it's right in front of us. Okay, so they're here too. Huh? The door must be locked.
Huh?
Where could 2 dead bodies have disappeared to?
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that? Well, there doesn't seem to be anything of interest here then. Okay. That's really odd that that storage room was locked. Let's check the rec room once more. No, nothing? Absolutely nothing. Okay. I mean, this is unlikely, but let's check the locker right now anyways. Okay. I mean, they could have hidden a body there, but unlikely. Alrighty, can we get some use for these classrooms finally? It doesn't look like it. Yep. Makoto.
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository.
Indeed.
I found them. I also accidentally skipped some text there. You mean... I found them. Okay. Hifumi and Taka's bodies had both been hidden in the repository.
Goodbye.
I've already told Hina and Sakura. We'll go on ahead. Their bodies went to the repository? Okay. Now would be a good time if I ever knew what the word repository meant. It is probably not this room. you know, the body's here somewhere. Up ahead is... okay. Good thing you can determine quite a lot of things from the context clues. Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess it is unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw... the two bodies that had disappeared were they were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time.
A body has been discovered after a certain amount of time, which you may use.
Okay. And so here we are. Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monogma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen.
What?
It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is
Now,
waiting
make sure
for
to
you.
investigate with all your mental mind and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later.
Okay, see ya later. That's a lot of hammers that's been removed from that rack. Well then, now that we've found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible.
Dead, gone forever. They're never coming back. Awful, this is just all too awful. Hida suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would...
And that's the closest Hifumi ever came to a girl. Who would do this?
Why? Why?
Large wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. This wasn't.
He's alive again?
Where am I?
Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Hifumi! Wake up!
But we got the body announcement when we found Hifumi. Well, this doesn't make any sense. Does it? No.
That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything. Before I met you all. I met you all.
Its memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light. It's reaching out to me. Like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name.
He's gonna say Robo Justice, isn't he?
Yasu.
Yeah, it's Yasuhiro, obviously.
Ro.
Well, that's kind of dark and depressing. his eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
Or just angry. Going out of his way to return, just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person who he could have been referring to.
So, in other words...
And with that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi. And then going so far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hiro is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends.
That's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time it's not all that life or death, the trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. I have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this. To make sure everyone survives again. I just have to do it. Investigate. First I'd better check the Monokuma file. Victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it.
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe.
Well.
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
Perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma appears!
Don't be rude, I'm here to answer your question. What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Oh my goodness. So if there were two murders, that very easily could mean that there was an accomplice. Well, that's dark. Well, now Kyoko might... I doubt that she's an accomplice in this, but this does shed question into that, so... Oh boy.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words...
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So then...
So you're saying nobody worked together this time either?
Hey!
Sorry, can't answer that. That it would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
So in other words...
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is. Who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
Well...
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is...
Extreme!
The one true Blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. The true Blackened, so just one person.
Well now.
That's enough of explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the Blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can be only one Blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
However...
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect, just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended. Oh, and did you? I've been looking all over for you, master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found.
you SOB!
Anyway, you there, milksack swimmer girl. Milksack swimmer girl.
Huh?
Milksack.
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? I'm like special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know? She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying, unconscious in the equipment room. Plus Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
And besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. And they don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
So then...
You know, I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hino? Sure, I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
It's all clear now.
Then that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. Oh, but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Monogma file 3 has been added to the throughput section. Ooh. So, there are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the justice hammers have been designed using these as models? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait, for some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? A spotless hammer. Well, that's a bit of an odd one. Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good, I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Wait, something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? Well, this is really strange. Really, really, really freaking strange. Obviously it won't be so simple as Hiro being the culprit. I mean, Hiro still could be the culprit, but there is something off here. And I wonder what. Really, really weird. But who would do that and why? Taka. Taka, he'll never move again. According to Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind where the body was moved. Blue tarp has been added to the fruit bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Yeah, this could have been used to move Hifumi. But wait. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to our repository. What's the explanation for that? Repository dolly.